The Boston Celtics coaching staff is a hot commodity. Already losing some past assistants in last year's Charles Lee, getting poached by the Hornets, and now Sam Cassell being looked at by the Los Angeles Lakers. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Cassell, the Celtics' other assistant head coach, could be leaving this offseason as well, as the Lakers have named him as a top candidate. We're going to be breaking down, is this scary for the Boston Celtics if they lose both of their assistants, or will the Celtics be able to bounce back and find some other replacements? All of that and more on this episode of Celtics Digest. I'm Bruce Veliz, but before we dive in on all of this news revolving around Sam Cassell, 66% of our viewers are not subscribed. So we greatly appreciate it if you guys hit that subscribe button down below as we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. This is the daily place for Celtics content. So if you want to make sure you stay up to date throughout the playoffs, keep up with us on the watch along live streams. We'll have another one tomorrow where the Celtics looks to close out this second round series versus the Cavs. We'll hope to catch you guys there. But let's dive into the topic at hand today. Make sure to grab a snack, as it's going to be a jam-packed episode. And like I mentioned in the introduction, the Celtics are possibly going to be losing another assistant coach. As we all know, Charles Lee was hired for the Charlotte head coaching job just like last week. And we made a video breaking it down. If you guys missed that, check that out. But now the Celtics could potentially lose their other assistant head coach. We want to look at this article from The Athletic. J.J. Redick, James Borrego, and Sam Cassell emerge as the early top targets for the Lakers coaching job. Sources are from Shams Charania of The Athletic. And if we want to look at this tweet here from Lakers Guru, we can see that not only has Sam Cassell joined Redick and Borrego as the finalists, but the Lakers have Coach K on as a consultant for building the staff and culture here for the Lakers. It's looking like they're looking for a little bit of a shakeup with LeBron getting older in age. Anthony Davis, this team not reaching its standards that it wanted to in the last couple of seasons since their bubble championship. There are going to be some ramifications on this Lakers squad. Most likely no D'Angelo Russell coming back. Reports coming out that they could possibly trade Austin Reeves. A bunch of changes are going to be coming, and the head coaching job is one as well, as Darvin Ham was fired earlier on. But Sam Cassell is one of those finalists to be a replacement for this job. And I'm not shocked. Obviously, the Boston Celtics have had some great assistants come through the years, and Sam Cassell is once another one. A former Boston Celtic, a great basketball player back in the early 2000s, but also a great assistant head coach working alongside the 76ers, and now with the Boston Celtics. He's been an absolute treasure alongside Charles Lee, coming over from Milwaukee to be a part of Joe Mazzulla's coaching staff, and I would desperately be upset if they were to lose Sam Cassell and lose Charles Lee. Charles Lee has had a bunch of chances to become a head coach. He's well deserving of it. Definitely is a guy who, should deserve his credit. As we can see, obviously, he got hired, on May 9th. So, yeah, less than a week ago, he was hired as the Charlotte Hornets head coach. And now the Celtics could possibly lose their other assistant coach, which I guess isn't really a big problem. We know at the Boston Celtics, they've gone through an abundance of assistants. Going back to a couple of years ago, obviously they had Ime Udoka, then they lost Will Hardy, who was their top assistant. He went to the Utah Jazz. Damon Stoudemire went to Georgia Tech to go be a head coach in college. Joe Mazzulla then, took over for Ime Udoka, being one of those assistants after those two guys kind of left. And then after, Ime Udoka took kind of some of our coaching staff to Houston, Joe Mazzulla was kind of, left with just some guys that were here and there. He brought in Sam Cassell, brought in Charles Lee, brought in his coaching staff that he wanted to see. And it's worked very well with the Celtics squad. Obviously, 64 wins, one of the best plus-minuses across all of NBA history, top to bottom, from players to organization and the coaching to the front office. This team was built from success top to bottom, and we have seen the excellence come through. So honestly, if we lose Sam Cassell, is it going to be a big issue? I don't know. I think obviously we could find some replacements. We're going to have to look one for Charles Lee. We could find one for Sam Cassell. But with this team being a championship squad and being one of the top teams, they don't want to see coaching staff switch up and do all of that. Now, for for Sam Cassell and the Los Angeles Lakers, I don't know if I would want to be the Los Angeles Lakers head coach. Like I mentioned in the beginning, D'Angelo Russell is possibly going to be out. Obviously, Austin Reeves is going to be out. Sorry, I blanked on his name. I almost called him Austin Rivers. Austin Reeves. Guys like D'Angelo Russell. Those are guys that could possibly be out. And with the head coaching, switching through from Frank Vogel to now Darvin Ham to now a new head coach, this Los Angeles Lakers job is not a steady position. So if I'm Sam Cassell pursuing my first head coaching job across the NBA, I don't know if I want it to be with the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, obviously, he's a great players coach because he played in the NBA, can get along with the players, understands the game, is definitely a great head coach, could be a fantastic head coach, a great NBA mind. But going to the Los Angeles Lakers, a team who has very high expectations, a fan base that's going to be very disappointed if you don't put a winning culture immediately into it with LeBron James, with Anthony Davis, with all these high expectations. I don't know if I'm Sam Cassell. Obviously, it's a bigger payday and a bigger title, but I don't know if that's the place I would want to do it. Rumors also reporting that JJ Redick, one of the three names here, is going to be the top candidate and the highest candidate out of the three to be favored. Obviously, kind of linking with that LeBron James podcast, it does make a little bit of sense on why that would be the case. We'll obviously have to wait to see. We'll have a bunch of reports coming out. And who knows, Sam Cassell, even if it's not hired for the Lakers job, could have interest from other teams that relieved from their coach after the end of the playoffs or anything like that. He might be able to join another coaching staff. So it's not necessarily that he's guaranteed staying here with this Boston Celtics team, but I want him to be here. He's been a great coach coming in here alongside with this squad. We're going to lose Charles Lee. Let's not lose both of our assistant coaches. Let's at least retain one, have one, and keep them pushing with us for this championship run and for the championship runs in the future, especially if we don't win this year. We want to have some of our championship integrity still with us. We don't want to lose all our coaching staff and start right back to scratch like we had to do this year. Drop down your thoughts down below. Let us know what you guys think. If you guys think we lose Sam Cassell, do you think it is as big of a detriment as I think it is, or do you think the Celtics will be A-okay? I definitely do not want to lose Sam Cassell. But now you guys know, we're into the point of the video, everybody's favorite part, the comment of the day. So like I just mentioned, drop down your thoughts down below so you could be picked for the comment of the day. And tomorrow, like I mentioned, we're going to be having another live watch-along stream. Celtics, Cavaliers, Game 5. Should be exciting. Will the Celtics finish it off? Will they close it? Will they get it done? We'll have all our reactions here. So come and join us. Have a great time with everybody in the chat. But let's get to the comment of the day. The comment of the day is from our video this morning talking about the Celtics possibly almost trading for Jakob Poeltl, but Brad Stevens, being that executive of the year this year, held back at the trade deadline and made the smart decision, which allowed us to get Kristaps, Porzingis, and Jrue Holiday. But we have a comment from Sean Carson, 3327, saying, Ainge used to say, sometimes the best trade was the one you did not make. And that is the case for the Boston Celtics in that regard. Obviously, hindered with the Raptors and their draft capital and acquiring pieces for their draft lottery. With the Boston Celtics, we would have to give up Payton Pritchard, probably some other draft capital, which would have definitely messed up with us. And then if we couldn't have kept Jakob Poeltl because he was a free agent, it definitely would have affected us in the free agency, kind of affecting who we could have gotten, and we wouldn't have this dynamic best roster that we have top to bottom, especially with Jrue Holiday really stepping out with Kristaps Porzingis out. It is absolutely huge. We do have a little bit of a news update. No Kristaps Porzingis for Game 5. Just wanted to give you guys that if you guys did not miss it. But like I said, if you guys do enjoy the videos, check out the videos up at the top. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like as we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. We're less than 150 away, guys, so we'd greatly appreciate it if you guys hit that subscribe button. Check out the links in the description to join us in the Discord. Check us out on Twitter for more updates. And again, we'll catch you live tomorrow for the live watch-along live stream Celtics versus Cavs as they look to finish up the series. I'm Bruce Veliz. Have a great rest of your day, and go Boston Celtics. Peace out, everybody.